In Guilty Gear, most of the ways to maintain block pressure stem from using jump cancels, or moves that are advantageous on block at unpredictable times. There's usually no room for tricky delays in block pressure like other chain games, because the cancel windows of most moves end several frames after contact. However, most of the characters have a set of unique cancels, more specifically when cancelling 5p or 2p into either 5p, 2p, 5k, 2k, or 6p. These cancels are unique in that they don't follow the game's rules. They can be done at any point during the recovery of the initial move. They can also be done after the initial move whiffs. Whiff cancelling is also the easiest way to test if your character has this unique set of cancels or not. Simply try to cancel one of the P normals on whiff into a normal they can usually cancel into after a hit or block, compared to trying to cancel on whiff, with similar timing, into the normals from the aforementioned list. But for the sake of convenience, we've also included a list of which characters have this unique set of cancels in the video description below. So what are the uses for these cancels? For starters, whiff cancelling can help against Anji's H Fujin. H Fujin is a very powerful move that the opponent must learn to respect and play around. It's invincible for most of its startup, and only becomes vulnerable right before it hits. It also has several different follow-ups that make it impossible to punish properly, if you can't predict which exact follow-up will be used. The common solution is to catch the move during the few late vulnerable frames. Whiff cancelling into a normal that will come out at the correct timing allows you to have offense that is safe from H Fujin. In the case of a block, you start block pressure normally, and in the case of an H Fujin, which causes the first normal to whiff, the second normal comes out regardless and catches the H Fujin right on time. But the most important use for the unique cancels is that the ability to delay the cancel as much as you want on block greatly improves your character's tick throw capabilities. Normally, for tick throws to work, you need moves with frame advantage on block that also cause almost no pushback, something not all characters have. But even if they do, the early cancel window makes the lack of a cancel more obvious to the opponent. Stopping the block string and not cancelling the frame advantageous normal into anything makes it more obvious that you're going for a hit-throw mix-up. In response to this situation, a reactive opponent can choose a solution that covers both cases, like a backdash or an invincible reversal. To discourage the opponent from backdashing or reversaling, you may have to add a third or even a fourth option into the mix. But by being forced to sometimes go for the anti-backdash and the anti-reversal options, you end up increasing the number of hoops you have to go through in order to enforce the original mix-up and do damage. This is where the delayed cancels offer a huge benefit. The ability to cancel into a low-hitting normal very late during the tick throw normal's recovery makes it much harder to recognize and react to tick throw attempts. It also makes it risky for the opponent to perform the input for a backdash and a reversal, as they can't be done while maintaining a crouch block. Another common defensive option is to try to shove a fast normal at a specific timing. Because cancels need to be done early, there's a window where you can attempt to press a button and the character will continue blocking normally if there was a cancel, and alternatively, the normal will come out in case there was a throw attempt. Delaying your cancel even more than the previous examples will let the opponents get out of block stun and catch the startup of their interruption attempt. While every character with delayed cancels can benefit from having improved tick throws, the characters who benefit the most are the ones that already have a combo starting regular throw, or a threatening command throw, because this makes their offense several times more deadly and rewarding. Once you find the correct chain and timing to serve as an alternative to mix your throw attempts with, you'll immediately feel the improvement during your matches. In addition to everything we mentioned so far, the existence of faultless defense makes re-dashing and pressure more necessary for some characters. This is because FD creates more distance from attackers, at the price of granting them a bigger frame advantage than usual. But despite the bigger frame advantage, stopping the pressure to dash back into a closer range still leaves a noticeable gap. Delayed cancels can be used in this case as well, to scare opponents from pressing buttons against possible redash attempts. Last but not least, all the extra options that delayed cancels active block pressure and throw mix-ups are extra helpful against Baiken and her guard cancels, but that's a topic for another day. Oh, and in case you were wondering, these cancels also exist in Xrd. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
何が出るかな